When you look into the face of your son David, you will see yourself as the eternal youth. You are now God the Father, and he is your son who glorifies you. He's talking about the promise here. If you could see yourself matured, you would see the Ancient of Days, whose son is his image, yet eternally young. That image is now being formed in you, and in time will become objectified. So have faith, which is nothing more than the subjective appropriation of your objective hope. Set your hope fully upon the grace that is coming to you when the Christ Spirit stands before you and calls you Father. Okay, so we have discussed in the stream before Neville's definitions of faith. Faith is feeling, faith is loyal to the unseen reality. And here we have a definition of faith, nothing more than subjective appropriation of your objective hope. In other words, in the moment of imagination, you fully embody that state. And you do your best to maintain it and hold it as your primary state of consciousness until it objectifies itself in the exterior screen of space. So in other words, you can believe in what Neville's saying or not, but as long as you have faith, which is in other words, you believe what you're doing in the moment of imagination so intensely that it's your dominant state, it will then express. Now, there's a little bit of debate about whether or not you need to believe what Neville's saying, whether or not you need to believe in any given manifestation. In my experience, it's obviously better to believe in things because then you're not going to have any imaginal acts to the contrary, because the dominant feeling is what's always going to express. But if you hit a moment of intensity and total abandonment of self in an imaginal act, even if it's something you have zero belief in, didn't think it ever be possible for you or anyone you know, it's going to objectify. I've experienced that before, and it's pretty interesting because it was things that I just didn't believe in, and they were manifestations just to show me that that's how it's operating. So it's about loyalty to the imaginal act in the moment of imagination. Though, if you're contradicting it all the time and imagining against it all the time, that's got to be factored in as well. In the 4th chapter of Galatians, Paul tells of Christ's formation and questions himself, saying, I see you are worshiping days and months,